The key to any successful relationship, whether personal or business, is communication, which, believe it or not, involves the fine art of effective listening. Welcome to another edition of Marketing Tip Monday. Let's talk about listening to respond versus listening to understand. Listening to respond is the standard way most people communicate. This means instead of truly paying attention to what the other person is saying, you're thinking of what you're going to say once they finish talking. This type of listening can not only be disrespectful, but also ineffective, because you never fully understand where the other person is coming from or what they're trying to tell you. Listening to understand is the way to go, but sometimes hard to practice. This type of listening is often referred to as active listening and creates a more meaningful interaction with the other person. Here are a few pointers. The most obvious first, pay attention. Look at the person who's talking to you. Take in their eye contact, body movements, and even the inflection in their speech. Next, body language. Listening with your ears is important, but listening with your body can be just as important. Small movements like leaning in or turning your body toward the person who's talking can help them feel listened to and help you really listen. Third, don't interrupt. Nothing shows you don't care about what the other person is saying more than cutting them off mid-sentence. Listen fully and wait until they are done to ask questions or add comments. Fourth, try repeating what they've said. Not verbatim, but in a summary form to not only confirm that you've heard them, but also that you've understood them. Lastly, respond. Your response should be honest and respectful, but should also add value. Try to avoid reverting the conversation back to yourself. Instead, ask appropriate questions to further the conversation or gain a better understanding. Asking conscientious questions is a mark of an intelligent and confident communicator. Transitioning from the habit of listening to respond to listening to understand doesn't happen overnight, but can only happen with practice. If you have additional questions regarding effective listening and how it can improve your business relationships, reach out to us. We're here to listen. As always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Marketing Tip Monday.